We're going live today, going live. Blessings and love on today. Blessings and love on all right. On this beautiful God. What's going on this beautiful, blessed day? Every Sunday we tuned in, turned up every religion story, right near you on the line. Great every day that you'll continue to guide us in this to tell us about law. You'll allow us to see the truth behind everything. All right. So today's message is who been bees and I don't know all out there bees and crosses for protection. Crystals you call me God will bring abundance. Who is your God? Your pocketbook. Do you make the things you wear around your neck? Do you make the things that you carry and things you carry in your pocket your God? Control the frequencies that's in your life. That's what today's word is. Because a lot of people out to how control the frequency that's in your life. I think a lot of people got it confused of who and what God is. People only focus on what they can see, but God is something you can't see. So God is inside of something that you can't see, that you can't touch. So if need is God, food inside you, taking crystals, harnessing this crystal, or taking this bead and thinking this crystal or this bead is energy. You have to do it with understand that crystals and USG, but I see that crystals need to be washed and clean energy as well. Energy that you're giving out, energy that over the one is living because crystals. So if you got these crystals and you wearing beads, you're thinking this thing is protecting your really reality, a frequency harnessing container. It's an energy container, and positive energies that you keep around you. What's happening? You already know what's happening. So I'm here today to bring about the ritualistic teachings that was taught by humanity. I know a lot of people nowadays tapped into crystals. A lot of people nowadays tapped into beads. A lot of people nowadays tapped into crosses. A lot of people nowadays are tapped into idol worship. But I'm here today to tell you those crystals that people tell you are good for you, those beads that they wear around, that the women wear around their waist, the beads that you wear around your neck, the crystals that you got in your house, the crystals that you got in your pocket, are really harnessing every bit of energy that you come around on a day-to-day basis. So if you're around people with negative energy, if you're around people with a demonic energy, do you understand that that crystal and that bead is going to pick up on that, and now you wearing that too? I want to educate y'all on this today. And everything I'm saying to you today, go look it up and do your research on it. Crystals harness energy. Beads harness energy. Crosses harness energy. So when you're wearing it and you believing in it and you fixated on it, everything you come across that day will be on that. You ever wonder why you come home so bothered by work and by people that you meet on the outside? It's because all the energies and frequencies you encountered that day followed you home. So I'm here today just trying to school y'all on a few things so y'all can clearly understand what's really going on with this world and why they want you to wear crystals, why they want you to wear beads. Like you said, you put salt in your pocket, but salt also harnesses energy as well. If you think about salt, salt is in the ocean, right? Salt harnesses energy. Crystals harness energy. Beads harness energy. You do garlic, you do salt, all these ritualistic things, all these things that you're putting in your mind, in your body, in your house, in your car, are harnessing all the energies you're coming across on a day-to-day basis. I'm here to let y'all know today. I'm schooling y'all on these ritualistic practices today. And I really think people out there really need to understand what's really going on out here in these streets and out here in this world. You're going to be lost. And you keep allowing people to tell you to do things and you don't understand what you're doing, you're going to be in a position where you don't know how to get up out of it. You keep tapping into these bees and these voodoo people, this witchcraft. You keep tapping into all these crystals and all this stuff. You keep tapping into this stuff. You're going to see exactly what's happening to you. Hey, Big Mama, what's happening? So I'm just here speaking to y'all today so y'all can clearly understand what's going on today. I want to show y'all something today. I'll pull it up here. I was going to show y'all a video about crystals and the effect that it takes. Like a lot of people say, you say God created it, why not use it? It's just like with anything God created. It can always be manipulated and used differently. God created the rainbow. What did they do with the rainbow? They took the rainbow and used it to represent a lifestyle that agenda that they're trying to portray. With everything that God does, people take, and the evil people take and use it against righteousness. So I'm here today to tell y'all, be careful what you're tapping into, because the things you're tapping into might be the very same thing that is going to unalive you. So I'm just speaking to y'all today. And pay close attention to what's really going on in society. The things they make you feel like you should be all right with are the same things that's really destroying you. And you walking around here with these crystals and all these bees. I seen a dude the other day draped up. All these bees on his neck. Not understanding those beads on your neck, those beads around your waist, them beads in your car, is really harnessing all of the energy you encounter on that day. And if you don't know how to cleanse yourself or cleanse them beads or cleanse that crystal in your life, you're going to encounter a lot of demonic energy. Be careful the energies that you allow into your life. A pure news in the building. Bless, bless, bless. Good day, blessing. Good day, blessing. Be careful what you allow in your life. Because everything around you harnesses energy. Not. The frequencies harness energy. You ever notice how you on your cell phone and you think of something on your cell phone and all of a sudden it's on your cell phone? Because your cell phone is another tool that harnesses energy, harnesses frequency. Everything around you harnesses frequencies and energy. So that's what they tell you, they promote it to you. That's why they promote the new iPhone. That's why they promote the new phones, because they want you to be, your frequency and your energy to be tapped into something where it can actually harness all your energy. You ever talk to AI? When you speak to AI, you writing words. What you don't understand is AI don't understand the words. AI don't understand the words you typing. It understands the frequencies and vibrations those words are giving off. So that's why you could type words into ChatGPT and it can give you back the answer that makes sense to you. But just because it makes sense to you, that don't mean it's right. Because it's picking up on the frequency and the energy that these words are giving off. That's why you need to be careful what you listen to, who you're around, what you're picking up on, because those frequencies will follow you for the rest of your life. You got crystals, you got beads, you got these things in your life. All these things are doing is collecting all of the frequencies that you're encountering, and it's using it against you. So I want you to pay real close attention and be careful when you're tapping into these things that you really shouldn't be tapping into. So it's just really understanding What's going on with you today?
We here at CHM love sharing your medical
I want y'all to listen to this right quick.
Since 1981. We've ironed out the process, streamlined our sharing times, and cleaned.
What does the Bible say about crystals? We're going to answer that question. You can also discover more on .org. Crystals of different types are political high priest, tribe of Israel. The first row was carnelian, chrysolite, and beryl. The second row was turquoise, lapis lazuli, and emerald. The third row was jacinth, agate, and amethyst. The fourth row was topaz, onyx, and jasper. They were mounted in gold filigree settings. The river flowing from the heavenly throne is as clear as crystal. The area before the throne is something like a sea of glass, clear as crystal, and spread out above the heads of the living creatures was what looked something like a vault, sparkling like crystal and awesome. The Bible assigns any mystical properties to crystals. Besides being beautiful mineral structures, crystals are used in the practice of crystal healing, a pseudoscience that purports to heal various ailments. According to crystal healers, the careful placing of crystals on a patient's body is supposed to line up with or stimulate the body's chakras and promote healing. Some people also believe that crystals have an inherent power that can be harnessed and used to their benefit. Some use crystals to ward off evil spirits or bad energy and thus bring good luck. Crystals are sometimes used in feng shui in the belief that they emanate good vibrations. Crystals that absorb too much bad energy in the process of protecting a home must be cleansed to reset the vibrations. None of these superstitious beliefs about crystals come from the Bible. The Bible does not say that crystals are beneficial for attracting wealth, rekindling romance, or warding off evil spirits. Neither does it say that crystals are needed to connect to God's Spirit. On the contrary, the Bible warns strongly against engaging in anything related to superstition and the occult. God declares the practice of the occult detestable.
All right, so that's something brief I wanted y'all to see and understand. Because the practice of crystals, you have to understand that crystals are something that harnesses energy. And if you don't know how to clean this crystal, if you don't know how to clean these things that you hold to, your life is going to be a mess. And even though you think that this is the thing that's bringing you the thing that you desire is going to be that. So people everybody out there going to end up ruining you down the line. Practicing crystal work, light work, any kind of witchcraft you doing, any kind of manipulation you doing, my suggestion to you is stop playing with it. Try to cope with it. If you don't know psychics, stop going to see the preacher, even the pastor. Stop going to see the priest. Stop going to see the pastor. Stop going to see any of these people. If you don't know how to deal with the spirit world that you tapping into, I would suggest you leave it alone. Because them same things that you tapping into will be the same thing. So my that will end you keep life around you. Be careful. Put your life that you have around you is going to act just like that crystal, just like that bead, and harness all of the energy inside of you and suck it into themselves. I can be around a group of people. I could be around a group of people, and I could be speaking to. I'm around these people, giving them advice, giving them pointers, but for some reason, they go take my advice and my pointers and go use it themselves because those empires, they suck the energy on a day-to-day basis. I want you to pay attention to the people in your life that you give a pointer to, or you give advice to, or you're around them in your life, and it does without helping you. Significant other or your spouse, every you and suck the happiness out of you, and to take the joy out of you, courage and committed and dedicated that way no more. It's because those people are people that's harnessing energy to bring you health, wealth, peace, and understanding. Are you relying on that sage? You're relying on them to give you peace and understanding and clarity and clean out your house. Relying on sage to clean your house. Do you understand sage that you burning? Do you know that? Do you know that his sage, same thing that allows spirit to enter your house? Say that you burn, if it's not saying smoke you burn it, opening up a gateway can be the exact tool to protect. That they use back in the day to protect, open up, been the things that's hurting you. I tell you today, if you don't do doing, you to stop doing the thing you think. Do you understand that? Back and do your research. Back in they said when they burnt the sage, they burnt it to open up spiritual portals. And if you opening up a spiritual portal to you, through that portal, it is used to come out, open up a spiritual portal to you. I'm here trying. I want you to pay close attention to what you did today. But open on my spirit. On the day, I'm back in Florida, but a lot of people talk. People don't answer. I need to tap in. I need to tap into that. A lot of stuff is keeping you protected, right? What's protecting you, it also could be keeping you going things away from you too. If it's a force field, right? It's a force field. It's a force field used to. So if it's protecting you from evil, what make you think it ain't protecting you from good? What make you, if it's blocking you from evil, what make you think it's not blocking you from good? In your life right now, you might think everything is going good. You might think everything is going great. You might think, and you might contribute this to the crystal, to the bead, to the card, to the cross. This is what you might contribute it to. Little do you know, opening up that gateway can open up all kind of spirits that you ain't ready to deal with. God is good, Paulo. Bless, man. So I'm just here just trying to share with people and let them clearly understand what's going on, because when you tapping into these spirits, boy, you don't know what you really encountering. When you calling on your ancestors and you calling all these people, you don't really know who you encountering. You might understand what you're doing, but you don't know who you're encountering when you're calling on your ancestors. You don't know who that is. You don't know who it is. So I really want y'all to open your eyes and pay attention to do. They really want you to find ways to create portals so that they can send spirits to you. That's really what it is. They really want you to find ways to open up portals so that they can send spirits through that portal into your life. That's why they encourage you to get crystals. That's why they encourage you to get beads. That's why they want you to do these things, because they want to send frequencies. They want to send spirits. They want to send stuff to you through the portals that you open. That's why they keep updating your phones. That's why you got to keep getting new phones and keep getting 16s, 15s, 14s, because they're utilizing technology to open up portals inside of your mind to send frequencies to you through your telephone. So every time you get an upgrade, this crazy. Every time you get an upgrade, this upgrade is upgraded because they're finding new advanced technologies in order to send more frequencies out to this world telepathically through telepathy. So at the end of the day, they're sending you frequencies through your phone, and you're wondering why you're thinking of something, and then it shows on your phone. No, they sent it to the frequency to you first. That's why you thought of it. See, it's all backwards, man. You thinking you thought about something. That's why you see it in your, now you see it in your phone. No, they sent the frequency to you first. Then you thought about it. Then came to your phone. That's why they want you to keep updating your phone. That's why they want you to keep buying crypto. That's why they want you to keep burning sage. They want you to wear beads. They want you to, or just fashion. They just know it's fashion. These are frequency and energy connectors and containers. You wear crosses. Do you know what the cross means? The reason why they hung people on the cross is because the cross symbolized the spirit leaving the man's body and going into another, right? When they put you on the cross, put the cross there in order to take your spirit that's alive and transfer it to another dimension, right? So that means the cross is a symbol meant to connect frequencies, dimensions, and energies. The beads is the same thing. They wear the beads to connect to frequencies and energies. They wear the crystals to do the same thing. So when you got this stuff on, you don't understand what you're doing. Like I said, you think it's all good. You think everything's gonna work out for you. But 10 years down the line, you don't know what's going on. What's happening? So I'm just here today talking to y'all today, man. I don't have my today because I woke up and listen, I've been moving around, man. I'm up today. I'm at it, But I just speak to y'all today. I know it's not popular to speak about because I had a lot of people watching, and then I started talking about this, and they decided to slide. I know it's not a popular thing to really speak on, but I just feel like people need to understand that a lot of the energy lives, they think it's positive energy, but down the line it's gonna backfire on you. Same thing with me. Had a lot of energy I was moving around while I was playing, and it was positive in the moment. Like I'm telling you, like anybody who know me, man, used to hit licks 100,000, 200,000, no pressure. But that 200,000 that came, 100,000 went just as fast. Or that 100,000 that I got, I look back, I only got 10,000, 20,000. It's because the spirit that I tapped into was not the spirit of God. So that spirit bought me what I needed. Down the line, fast forward, it backed against me because I didn't know how to use it. So I'm here today to tell y'all, be careful what you tapping into. Be careful the people that you bring around you. Be careful the relationships that you start. Be careful what you think that God is sending you is really witchcraft. It's really something meant to tour you. Like I said, I'm just tapping in with you and speaking to y'all. Let y'all understand where I'm. Let y'all understand what we go is because if you don't understand what you get into, man, trust me, it ain't gonna be something you want to deal with. So that's why every day I'm up, I'm at it, moving around, shaking and baking, allowing nothing to interfere with my life. I'm not allowing nothing to interfere with my destiny. But I want y'all to understand that if you playing with, ain't nothing to play with. Them same ancestors you tapping into and you calling on and you relying on, my ancestors this, my ancestors that, these are the same ancestors that probably sold other ancestors into slavery. What's that? Happy Sunday. Wear it all. Wear it all. Wear it all. The same ancestors that you know, the same ancestors that you do are probably the same ancestors that sold your other ancestors into slavery. Shay, what's happening, Shay? Okay, good morning, love. Okay, Shay, you must be somebody I knew from the day, Shay. What's happening, Shay? I'm just here just speaking to you and let you know what's really going on out here, man. And I want you to understand that if you don't get it, you're going to get God. If you don't get it, you gonna get got. And you calling on them ancestors, I'm telling you. And I was just speaking to somebody a few months ago. And I said, what's funny is because nowadays you got family members that jealous of you right now, right? So you calling on ancestors, what make you think them ancestors ain't jealous of you? Do you understand that your ancestors were in slavery? Your ancestors wasn't riding around and yeah, I'm on Instagram, Shay. My Instagram is at SCAR Tefihl. It's the same thing as my TikTok. Same same name, surname, at SCAR Tefihl. But if you got family members jealous of you now, in your family currently, what make you think your ancestors aren't jealous of you now? The fact that you got credit, you got a nice car, you got a nice house, you got kids, your kids healthy and safe. What make you think you're free, you're not a slave? What make you think your ancestors aren't jealous of you? But yet and still, these are the same ancestors you were utilizing to guide you throughout your life. Just because it looks smooth now, what about down the line? That's why I'm here today to tell you, be careful what you tapping into, because you don't know what you at your neck, you don't understand that you're using to bring you health, wealth, and abundance are the same crystals that's being used to harm and you encounter on a day-to-day basis. You gotta run your thing that's being used. Be careful. How to saying and how to wrong with crystals. I mean, let me give you a real story. Because she wanted a man, a dude. So when she went to the husband, they cut up some shit. You get in them, they she ended up. They look like no trail 5, man. Cook up, whatever. Um, they did a little cook up or whatever. She ended up meeting the man. He from married or whatever. They man, the dude ended up being it was down on the low, flamboyant woman. He ended up turning into a flamboyant man, playing with this power, playing with. He went from being a man with these things for you, man. And Shay, I appreciate you, Shay. Yeah, Shay, hit me up for real. Give the universe you. Every verse. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. Do you understand everything you pray and you manifest? Everything you manifest into reality. But everything you manifest, you must give it back to the universe in return. That's the way the world works. God adds sorrow to it. Work. The fruit or a vegetable, you got to replant the seed in order to get more, right? That's how the cycle of the universe. You're born, you're unalive. You the cycle of the universe. So everything you get, time you manifest time, all time that these divinations to come into your life to whatever they want in exchange I'm telling you, you gotta be careful when you playing with things you might not be willing to give. When they call it a sacrifice, you know why you sacrifice? You sacrifice because you're changing your life. So being that the spirits are changing your life around, in return, they want a life for your life. You gotta sacrifice a life just to get you gotta sacrifice a life just for you to get a new life. That's how the ways of the universe is. Whatever it gives you, in return, it's gonna want something. You want to know why you got all this money, you got all this, you got all it, but you can't find nobody to love you there for you, because in return, that was your swap. You swap success for somebody that love you. That's your swap. Every time you manifest something, you gotta swap it. I'm how it go. That's how it go. Can't be playing around with roots, and I'm telling you, because everything that it gives you, in return, they want something from you, and you gotta swap it. You're gonna lose it. Every time, listen to me. Every time for 250,000, 200,000, no matter what I hit for, the universe gave me this hit. And in return, I had to swap it. And when it came down to it, I wasn't willing to swap it, so I lost it. That's be careful on taking something that God didn't want for you. Got to be careful taking that wasn't meant for you to have, because once you get, you're not willing to swap something for, you're going to lose that. And probably lose your mind in the long run. But people don't want to have that conversation. They don't want to talk about this. Every time I talk about this, because like I said, if you know you can deal with it, if you're around how to cleanse, you say your mama can. It's just like you lose your mind. What you playing around with bees, your mind will be lost. You can, you definitely, because your mind will be, because what you fail to understand is your manifest reality is something that you've been programmed to want. That's why I keep telling y'all, these things y'all thinking that the phone listening to you. See, you think the phone listening to you because what you think understand is the phone you key me. You better stop playing around before I jump through this phone and put these hands on you. You understand me? You, you're programming that the spirit wanted you to think you want that was reality. Your mind could slowly slip away. It's very say out of your. So let me tell you something about the mind. You're not understanding that thing you wanted so bad that was a program sent to your hand. Matrix that you in brought it to you bad because you stuck in buildings. Now you just so what's that? Station is nothing small thoughts ingrained that to your you had mind. Had to start. Who told you got to start off business? Start off with an apartment. I'm going to tell you how manifestation works. Manifestation is not the spirit that's guiding you. Don't tap into sage. Don't tap into bees, because all these things you can reason every time. Reality, you understand that the reality that you're getting from that psychic is not close to you. You're tapping into psychics every time you go see that same vibrator that you're using. Do you understand that's a portal? Same, listen to me, your portal. Jacking up. Aren't you using electricity to vibrate? What is electricity? My God, on electricity. When when you rubbing on yourself, what you doing? Creating frequency. Over there whacking off, bro. You don't know how to handle it. You're going to get yourself down a rabbit hole that you can't get out of. Messing around with these portals. You open the wrong door, you might not be able to get up. That's why they call herb the gateway thing, because it opens up a portal to your mind wanting to try different things. So now you're wondering why when you're watching pornography, and now why you having all these thoughts in your mind, because it opened up a portal to all the spirits that's connected through that pornography. Do you understand that pornography encompasses all kinds of things? Men, women, animals, children. So when you tapping into that portal, be careful. Be careful what portals you opened up, because you open up that. Now you wonder why you're a woman. Now you having thoughts of laying with other women. Now you wonder, or you're a man. Now you having why you having all these thoughts. I ain't saying you're doing it, but now you're having thoughts of being with other men because you opening up portals. You don't understand what you're opening up. And I'm saying a comfortable conversation. So a lot of people, you know, came in the chat up. Whoever listening, hopefully you, man. Hopefully you understand, because I'm just here to tell you, like, be careful what you tapping into, because you think that thing is helping you, but that same thing you think helping you, it really been the whole thing this whole time holding you back. And I'm telling you from experience, man. I'm telling you from my experience. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you. So I had partners, listen to me, I used to have partners pull up to the crib with a voodoo doll in the passenger seat with seatbelt. A seatbelt on the voodoo doll sitting stuck. And while we riding, he's slapping the voodoo. I said, who that is, bro? Oh, that's a man who owed me money. He made a doll out of the man who owed him money. Or my other partner made a doll out of his ex-girlfriend. Do you understand the frequencies that's being made? Do you understand they create these things to contain energy? Hey, Felicia, we got Alabama in the building. Do you understand that these things, a voodoo doll harnesses energy. A voodoo doll harnesses energy. So these things are created, materialized to harness the energy that is meant to send frequencies to you. Once you understand that these phones and these TVs and these crystals and these beads and this music and these things are nothing but gateways to frequencies and energies, you'll stop playing around with it, boy. Because you never know what's gonna slide up through there. You never know what's gonna slide through there. Felicia, now I'm from Miami, Felicia. Is you the Felicia from Friday? But that's all I'm trying to tell y'all today. Like, you gotta pay close attention to what's going on around you. And understanding that frequency, you gotta really understand and tap into it. Because if you get lost up in that sauce, boy, you might not get up out of there, boy. So I'm here to just share some light to y'all, man. Stop fooling with them crystals. Stop fooling with them waist beads. Stop fooling with them beads around your neck. Stop fooling with them crosses on your neck. Stop fooling with them tarot cards. Stop fooling around with this stuff you playing around with, because stop fooling around with this manifestation stuff too, because you manifesting something that you think that is what you're supposed to have, and you so happy to have it. You feel so that you got it. Now understanding that there was really something else you were supposed to have that was better than what you manifested. This world to trick you, and you keep allowing the frequencies in this world to telepathically deceive you, and you're going to constantly think that you control, and you're on this world to fool you, and you have everything that you feel, everything that's coming into you is nothing but the world sending it to you through frequencies. But you okay. Every step of the way. Every thought that you got, you know, you good, you feel good, but what if that's not, you good, you gotta what the spirit, what if the ancestors, what if that frequency is really giving you all the things you desire, just to, what if it keep you from living out your purpose? What if the frequency from living out your true purpose? In September, I had a stroke in September. Me and you, brother, sister, hey, politicking, boy. So I'm just, we here to let y'all know, man, we still here, we still kicking. What you partake in, you need to be careful what you manifest. Something back. Everything in the universe. Do you know that when you plant a seed, thing that you're producing, create happening into? They don't understand. That I had was what a field I had. There's a greater purpose than what I had. And two is dropped. Two is drop other times God eat. Drop other times God eats. I thought eats. I thought I had my family straight, and I had my family straight, and the reality that made me feel whole. Reality that made me feel whole. Fix that. Like I work like the crib. I created needs. When them crib flip the crib, I'm thinking we straight. My parents' house got money in the bank. Moved them out from where they were. I thought my real years. I seeds. Seeds. I'm straight. I'm good. Things I manifested. Them things is coming into reality. Investments. Lost money. Come on now. You think because something happening for you now is good, but you don't know the outcome of the same thing that you desire so much. If I was you, I'd start. I'm about to go buy me a waffle or nothing. I thought we was straight. We about to go to Augusta, Georgia, and get this Waffle House. Do you understand that my life went down a downward spiral? Not understanding that all the things I manifested and all the things I desired really was leading me up to being unalived. To the point where I did all this and I end up losing almost everything just to gain everything in return. Messing around with manifestation just to gain everything in return. Messing around with manifestation, messing around with thoughts, messing around with what I thought I wanted, what I thought I needed for my life was really frequencies that were sent for me by the same things that was meant to destroy me. But you ain't feeling me though. You ain't understanding me. You ain't feeling me though. Tapping into voodoo, tapping into witchcraft, tapping into this, tapping in, even with me, wearing crosses, wearing this, doing all these things, believing in this stuff so much, believing in the things that God wanted me to have, believing in the things that I felt like I'm supposed to have as a man, really are the same things that almost had me unalive. God always been in my life, but the thing about God being in my life, I thought my purpose in life was have things and have position and have status. So that's what I was seeking. But in reality, my whole purpose in life was to be humble, to be kind, to be loving, to be gentle. But in my mind, I thought it was something else. Why God gave me this talent just to sit at the crib? Why God gave me this talent just to not make no money off it? But I had to realize the reason why I have all these things is to give the glory back to God. It's not meant for me. Because soon as, if you chosen, can I ask you a real question? What question you got to ask me? when I read the scripture, it says God is the God of Jacob, Abraham, and Isaac. So when I speak on God, I call God the God of Jacob, Abraham, and Isaac. That's what I call it. I don't call him just God. It's the God of Jacob, Abraham, and Isaac. But for me, I just thought everything was meant on status. Why I got this talent, why I got this, why I got that. All the devil will bring you everything you desire just to keep your mind away from the frequencies and the thoughts that God is trying to send to you. You ever understood or understand when you're going through hard times, that's when you rely on God the most? Hey, Corey, man, bless him. I need every blessing I can get right now. But like I said, we up. Like I said, I be tired, fam. Listen, you see my eyes? I be tired. But every day I'm getting up. I'm cranked up. I'm turned up, man, to the maximum, man, for real. So, do you understand that every time you're going through hard times, that's when you call on God, right? That's when you praying to God. You asking God, please help me. Calling on the Spirit, please help me. Rubbing up your crystals, please help me. Taking your cross, please help me. Please help me. But when things going good for you, when you have everything you desire, you so busy that you ain't even got time to even pray as much. Sometimes the devil will bring you the things you desire, you manifest, just to keep you away from your true destiny, purpose, and desire. That's why you got to be careful. You got to be careful to understand who you really are and stop letting the things that you earn or the things you possess or the status you gain determine who you are, because who you are was the person you were before you had that. That's why today is who and what is your God? Are you going to keep allowing crystals, beads, pictures, crosses to determine your good luck, your good fortune, your abundance, your fame, your health, your wealth, your significant other? Are you at home trying to manifest your significant other all the time? Do you understand that God will send you somebody? Do you understand that the devil will send you somebody and you think that it's God sending it to you, and you think that, and it could be a perfect relationship. It could be a perfect relationship until you leave this dimension. Husband and wife together forever, till until the end. Then you finally get to heaven and God be like, man, I ain't even send that man into your life. You be like, God, what you mean? Everything was good. Just because it was good don't mean it was God. Just because something is good, that doesn't mean that it is God. Just because something is righteous, just because something is right doesn't mean it's righteous. Follow me. Just because something is good, that doesn't mean it's God. And just because something is right doesn't make it righteous. So that's why you need to pay close attention to what's going on. Sometimes the devil will bring you your desires just to keep you away from your true purpose. Sometimes the devil will bring you somebody who loves you in your life just to keep you away from that person who's meant to build you in your life. See, a lot of times we so fixated on finding somebody to love me, to cherish me, to accept me, but really you need somebody to help you and break you and build you. Really, you need somebody, I feel so comfortable with you, I love you so much. Nah, but really you might need somebody who make you feel uncomfortable to just get to where you need to be. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Just because it's good don't mean it's God. Just because it's right don't mean it's righteous. You dig? You keep following that manifestation, man. You keep following that manifestation. You keep listening to manifestation if you want to. When you understand that manifestation is nothing but a frequency that was sent to you from society, everything you ever gained from the universe really was a trick to keep you stuck wherever you at. Diamond, they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that. They don't want to hear that. Trust me, they don't want to hear it, but I gotta say it. Today, I'm relaunching the store So y'all gonna be able to grab these, my shirts and hoodies, my hats. It's gonna go Thanksgiving on them folk, man. But I'm just here to tell y'all the truth. Just because it's good don't mean it's God. Just because it's right don't make it righteous. Because a lot of times we want what we want. Society told you, get you a woman that love you. Society told you, get a man that love you. Get a woman that look like this. But in reality, God could want for you to have somebody that's gonna press you and push you, make you uncomfortable to get to your purpose. That's all I'm trying to say. You're looking for Mr. Right, but you need to be looking for Mr. Righteous. You're looking for Miss Right, you need to be looking for Miss Righteous. And what is righteous? That's somebody who gonna get you where God wants you to be. What's right is where you want to be. What's righteous is where God wants you to be. And when you get where you trying to be, that you feel like is the right place for you to be, when you finally get there and realize this ain't where you wanted to be, then who you gonna be calling back on? Lord, save me. It says, doesn't matter what people like. We are responsible for telling and living the truth. That's lovely Jamila. It's the truth. The growth is in the unfamiliar, what doesn't feel. Yeah, Mookie, straight up. ILY benediction, yes. Save us, Father. That's right. Heavenly Father, please save us because we have been manipulated. We have been deceived. We have been lost. We put our faith and confidence in beads, in crystals, in crosses, in cards, in preachers, pastors, priests, witches, water. We put our faith in psychics. We put our faith in these people. We put our faith in these frequencies. And these frequencies are doing nothing but destroying us and separating us from where we need to be and who we really are. Like I told y'all, you looking at a phone, you say, dang, why I'm thinking about this thing and all of a sudden it pop up in my phone. But you never ask yourself, why did you even start thinking about that thing to begin with? Because that phone sent a signal out to you. Then a thought came, and then it came to you on the phone. So I'm just here to tap in with y'all today and just share some truth to y'all today. Cause trust me, I be struggling too. I'm trying to tell you, like I'm moving around in my life right now. I honestly, I don't know what direction I need to go in. I got a business. I don't know what direction to go in at this moment in my life. I'm not gonna say I don't know the direction to go in, but I got a lot of opportunities and options. So I told myself, instead of me making decisions, God, you make that decision for me. Whatever don't work out, it's not gonna work out. Whatever's supposed to work out, it's gonna work out. Because every decision that I made, it ended up not working out, right? Every decision you made, has it worked out for you? Ain't it funny, the things that work out is most of the time are things that we had no effort in. You ever notice that? The things that end up working out for us are the things we had nothing to do with. Hey, lovely Jamila, we in this thing together, man. We in this thing together. We in this thing together. You're welcome, man. God been helping me, working on me. That's why today I woke up like, but like I said, tapping in the crystals, tapping in the beads, tapping in the crosses, tapping in the psychics, tapping in the voodoo people, tapping in the pastors, tapping in the preachers, tapping in the prophets. All that's doing is opening up frequency, destroying your wearing these crystals, wearing this hands, my hand, wearing the evil eye, and where you need evil. They say that evil house is doing nothing but opening. How can something protect up a spiritual protect you from even the new ones from and it's protecting you from the spirit you're currently dealing with, but it's not stopping to protect those spirits from coming in. Because that ain't nothing but a pull you. Why? That's why the scriptures position yourself there, believe in your heart and confess with your mouth. Yes, yeah, that you may be protected from something. Because it's not a materialistic thing, it's not a symbolic thing. It is internal. It's an internal. Because if you can't understand something that hasn't been taught to you, so everything you understand is something that has. It's not you can't understand something you ain't been taught. So everything you understand in this life currently, that's why the Bible say, do not lean, do not depend, because your understanding is nothing but another man's knowledge. And the scripture also says, man's wisdom is foolishness to God. So what a man considers knowledgeable, what a man considers success, what a man considers wisdom, what a man considers intelligence, is in actuality to God the opposite. But again, in this world, in this third dimension, you only understand what you've been taught. Never trust in the flesh or the fleshly things it promotes us. A prophet is nothing. I'm trying to tell you, what does it benefit a man to gain the whole? I'm telling you, the devil will bring you your heart's desires just to keep you from living out your true purpose. The devil will literally bring you your heart desires just to keep you from living out your true purpose, your true fulfilled purpose. For real. Bring you everything you desire, all your manifestations, all your frequencies, all your thoughts, everything you ever wanted. The person here bring you the person you wanted. He'll bring you the kids you wanted, the house you wanted, the car you wanted, everything you got, just so you don't live your true purpose. And it's funny, right? It's funny that you think that you like, I want to, dang, man, I'll be thinking in my mind like, seriously, I'll be thinking in my mind, why is stuff so hard for me? I be thinking in my mind, why is everything so hard? Like, why is everything so complicated? Why can't stuff just be smooth? Why can't people just believe in me like complicated? And talking to y'all this morning and talking to myself this morning, and I have, would be there's something greater for me. There's something greater I'm supposed to understand, supposed to be doing, because I don't understand why the simple things are so complicated. Why is it so why do people, when people tell me on me, why every time I get where it's supposed to, why all these things happening, the only thing that makes sense to me is there's got to be something greater for me, because why is things so complicated? Why even when I love that? Every time you're doing wrong thing, right things, wrong things happen to you. You ever ask yourself, why is that happening? I had to ask myself this, why is things so complicated for a nigga? I mean, for me. Sorry, God's still working on me. Why is things so complicated for me? Till I had to finally sit back and realize it gotta be because there's something greater for me to be doing. There's another purpose, because I don't understand why it's so complicated. Why is people in and out like robbers? Why people changing their word? Why people flipping up? You ever ask yourself that? You ever talk to yourself and ask yourself, okay, doing? Hey, Kim, what's happening, Kim, man? Long deeds, we talking about all that today. Stop turning to psychic, stop turning to crystal, stop turning to bead. That's what we talk. Did you say when I do good things, wrong thing happen to me? Sorry, I just came in. Jamie, yeah. How do you know what your purpose is? Your purpose is something you're gonna learn every day. A purpose is not one thing. A purpose is something daily that transpires so you can get to that, finally reach that destination. You never truly fulfill your purpose until you're out of here. So whatever direction that feels good for you, whatever direction God's leading you in, whatever direction that you pray and seek understanding for, that's the direction you're going, that's where God wants you to be. And Jamie, yes, the good, you do good and wrong things come, is because there's something greater and bigger than you're supposed to be doing. Even if it's within that same thing, there's something greater planned for you. But if you only yourself to the understanding that you have, to the manifestations that you were taught to, that this is the end. But in reality, man's wisdom and man's understanding is foolishness to God. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even with people, with a spouse, a significant other, in your mind, you might be thinking, a man that love you, a woman that love you. Yeah, you do. But that love might come with a little push. You might need a little push to get to where God wants you to be. You might need a little extra push, and that person in your life is that person that's going to keep you on your toes. Really sit back and clearly understand who God is and what God is doing, and stop looking at things for what you think is right and what you think you understand, and sit back and let God do the work in your life. Stop relying on crystals. Stop relying on beads. Relying on psychics. Stop relying on preachers, prophets, witches, walks, crosses. Stop relying on those. You're a revelation, and start seeking God for yourself. Jamie said that happens to me always. I'm still positive and try to keep positive. Ain't got no choice but to be positive. You feel me? Got no choice but to be positive. But I'm just here to let y'all know that sometimes when things ain't working the way you want them to work, stop trying to manifest it. Stop trying to manifest these things in your life, because I promise you, the thing that you manifesting and you want so bad is going to be the same thing that's going to destroy you and tear you to pieces. I manifested this. I manifested that. I did this. Everything the universe gives you, I'm telling you, you got to give it back something in return. And once you tell the universe, I don't want to give that up, it's going to take whatever it gave you right back. That's what hands up right now. That's what my hand, like last night, I was thinking in my mind, because I've been celibate. So last night I was thinking in my mind, maybe I need to release a little bit. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe I need to, call somebody up and get a little release. But then I thought to myself, me speaking this morning, I will be contaminated with that frequency. And I probably wouldn't even been able to get this understanding I got today. So what you don't understand is I call on God, and then I'm calling God on speed dial right now. So when you sit back and think about it, you say to yourself in your mind, the more you contain, remember our vessels, our bodies, the materialistic things are all energy and frequency containers. So the more you contain, and you finally get to the top where you can't contain no more, then what? So which means if my body and my mind is so contaminated with lust, so contaminated with fear, so contaminated with evil desires, so contaminated with selfish ways, how can I get any kind of understanding or wisdom on how to move and what to do? If I'm so filled up with my own thoughts, I'm so filled up with my own manifestations, I'm so filled up with my own frequencies, I'm so filled up with my own desires, how can I ever have truly a new understanding of something different? I want something so bad for so long, how can you desire something else? What they say, you can't teach a new dog or old dog new tricks. They say you can't You can't teach an old dog new tricks because it's stuck in his ways. A lot of us old dogs out here. Our mindsets have been so programmed by society, so programmed by our own thoughts, our own desires, our own manifestations that no matter what's happening, we only want what we want, when we want it, how we want it, why we want it, where we want it. When you remove yourself out of manifestation and you allow God's plan to take over your plan, you will start seeing how life starts changing for you without you doing anything. So I'm here today to tell you, stop allowing society, stop allowing the frequencies and the contaminants of this world to contaminate you. You know, in the scripture it said, God said, I don't know what scripture it is, don't quote me. Or I don't even know if it's in the Bible for real. I got to look it up. But he always used to say, when God bless you, he blesses you with abundance. He blesses you with your cup runneth over. Do you understand that in this world, the universe, the programming, has filled our cups up so much that when God is trying to give us a new understanding, or when God sends somebody in our life to give us a new revelation or a new thought, a new way of training, a new way of believing, a new way of thinking, we can't even process it because we're so filled up with negativity. We're so filled up with the teachings of this world, that this world is based on paganistic and ritualistic ways. Kim, I might be talking to you. I'm talking to, I might be talking to you. I'm just here today to tell you. Just when I thought I was healed, I found out I was far from it. I'm telling you, because it's funny how y'all, when I say y'all, I mean y'all, because not me. It's funny how y'all sit back and take the knowledge that the world has taught you and live by it, not understanding that the same world that taught you that knowledge is the same world that destroyed the same ancestors you calling on. The same world that taught you this knowledge that you living by is the same world that destroyed the world thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago. The same world that taught you the knowledge you living by is the same world that got Ankh them hanging from that tree, but you living by it. The scriptures say who the Son set free. The scriptures say when you believe in Christ, when you follow Christ's way, when he set you free indeed, free from this world. Hey, I want y'all to do a study for me. Let's do this. Y'all study this for me. When y'all get a chance this week, y'all go study up the life of Christ. Y'all go look up the life of Christ this week. Do you know why Christ was crucified? You know the real reason Christ was crucified? You know the real reason they hung blood on the tree? Look it up. They hung him on the tree because he didn't follow the world's teachings. He didn't follow the rules and regulations of this world. He didn't follow what they said to him. He didn't follow what they were teaching him. He didn't follow their guidelines. He came with a new set of rules. He came with a set of new regulations. He came with a new set of ways of thinking. That's why they crucified him, because they didn't want people following his way. They wanted them to follow their way. That's why they got rid of the man. Look it up. They didn't crucify the man because he was the Son of God. They didn't crucify the man because he was God. They crucified him because he gave you a new way of thinking. Same as today, like you said. Same as today. Somebody come in today, give you a new way of thinking, what they do? They shadow ban you, they blackball you. Look, me, I'm talking to y'all, I'm giving y'all a new way of thinking. What happens? They don't allow this to share. They don't allow people to share that because they don't want people to have a new way of thinking. They don't want people to have a new way of thought processing. What if I told you? What if I told you everything you learned was really holding you back? Would you believe me if you had everything you wanted? Back. But you had everything that you wanted. Would you learn is leave me? everything is good and evil always. Would you say that would happen to Eve? I say when it comes to Eve, I feel like, I mean, the scripture tell you, he say, you eat this fruit, you will be like God, knowing good and evil. They're thinking. So the fruit she ate, she wanted a new way. She wanted a new perception on life. So she ate the friend. Like he gave her a new way just to get to think as God. Now understanding that even though she could think as God, she didn't. What could be used for control good, she thought was and you good, it was for evil. Because you got these bees, you got these pastors, preachers, prophets, psychics, tarot cards. Listen. So my question to y'all today, you don't know, if I told y'all everything you learned, but you had everything that you wanted, would you believe me? That's when she saw the world. If you had everything you wanted, I said, learned, and it said, no. I want to answer the question. But I told, what's the easiest way? So let me ask you, what's the easiest question? Easiest way to keep somebody from searching for something? The easiest question. Easiest way for something. Keep them happy. Keep them satisfied. Keep them distracted with something that they're comfortable with. Exactly. That's the easiest way to stop somebody from looking for something, is giving them something they're comfortable with. When it comes to the police, what's the easiest way to get the police to stop looking for you? If you remove yourself, they're gonna keep looking. But if you give them some kind of clue or throw them off and give them something else, they're gonna be focusing on that. The police looking for you, hey, you give them a tip. Oh, somebody over there doing something illegal. They're gonna go over there instead of coming to you. That's how society is. Society keep feeding you the things that makes you comfortable, feeding you the things desire, and you manifest just to keep you from searching and looking for who you really are. The devil keeps feeding you that what I feel like I'm supposed to have. Obviously, I'm still on the journey. Then that mean there's something I'm supposed to get and something I'm supposed to have. Somebody I'm supposed to be. That's why I haven't got. That's why it's always coming and going. Because he's his way. When I tell you everything lately, the past couple of years, well, my whole life, everything I ever went to obtain and went to achieve, if you keep enlightened. Scar, I'm gonna give you my mortgage money. Hey, send that money right now, little child. Send that mortgage money right now. I'm gonna flip that. I'm with that. Let's get that. Nah, but I want you to pay your mortgage, man. Pay your mortgage. Be blessed and keep a roof over your head. Cause I don't need you calling me, asking me, telling me you want to come move, stay with me for a couple months. We ain't doing that. But I'm just here to tell you, man. At the end of the day, he said, why do all employees like for you to tell on other people? That's what I'm telling you. So they want to keep you distracted on what they doing. So that's how the devil move. That's how the devil move. He gonna give you everything you comfortable with, everything you desire. Oh, my life is wonderful. My life is beautiful. In my life, God, like, hold on, I ain't doing that. I got a greater plan for you. I got something way better than this. But as long as you stay satisfied with this, you ain't gonna be searching for no more. Time to steer. That's right. That's right, lovely. It's time to steer from all of the distractions. And you know what's funny? The word distraction and the word attractions have pretty much the same words. I think the only difference is AT and DIS. Because attraction is ATTRACTION. Distraction is DISTRACTION. So distraction and attraction has the same root word. So it lets you know that sometimes we're attracted to distraction. Sometimes distractions are attractive. Because distraction and attraction is the same word. So sometimes we are attracted to distractions. And that's why it's always coming in our lives, always coming around us. Because we are attracted, because our mind has been set to believe. And this is what I'm telling you. What if I told you? What if I told you everything you know is holding you back? But at the same time, you had everything you wanted and needed. Would you believe me? That's what I'm telling you today. Society has made distractions become attractive. Society has made good seem like God. Society has made right seems like righteousness. Think about that. This morning I got up. I said, man, I can't tell you the last time I sat back and took 30 minutes or an hour out of my day. Well, I'm always praying throughout the day, but I can't remember the time I sit back and took 30 minutes out of my day. And just thank the Lord, just be grateful, gratitude. Especially when I got the things I desire, like if I'm on vacation, I got the money, I got the credit, I got the girl, I got the car, everything going smooth. I'm not deep in prayer. I'm not deep in meditation. I'm not deep because what's distractive has become attractive. And that's how society programmed us in our minds. I think I would believe it now at this age, but 10 years ago I wouldn't have. I'm just letting you know, like what we consider as attractive are really distractive. But the thing about it is, what if I told you that God meant to put somebody in your life that's gonna give you a hard time to help you get to where you need to go, need to be? Would you believe me? Or would you want the significant other that's gonna make everything smooth and kind and good for you? What if I told you it took for somebody to slap you in your face, to spit on you, to lie to you, to deceive you, in order for you to get to where you needed to be? Would you believe me? What if I told you that things are going bad for you in order for things to go good for you? Would you believe me? What if I told you all these things are going good for you because something bad about to happen to you? Would you believe me? What if I told you all these good things is happening to you because something bad about to happen to you? Would you believe me? So that's why you got to stay connected to God and start relying, like big prophets preach, say anything is possible, to believing in and harnessing frequency and stop and God. The word is with the relationship was with you, the pastor. What if everything bad that's happening to you is really a setup for something good to happen? So I'm just here today to tell y'all, and what if everything good that's happening is a setup for something bad to happen? Whichever situation you're in, whether it's good, whether it's bad, I want y'all to keep seeking and building a relationship with God. I don't care if things are going great. You got money, you got business, you got this, you got credit. Keep seeking God's face, because there's more that God is trying to prepare you for. There's more places He's trying to guide you. I don't care if everything look like all hell breaking loose. Everything is bad. Everything. Keep seeking God's face. Stop relying on the sage. Stop relying on the crystals and the beads, because they are harnessing energies from the good and the bad side. I want you to keep seeking God's face, because God is pure. God is righteous. God is holy. God is omnipotent. God is a vessel that only operates in positive, loving, kind frequencies. The scripture says God does not dwell in evil places. So I don't care how good things is going for you right now. Keep seeking God's face, because there's better to come. I don't care how bad stuff going for you right now. Keep seeking God's face, because what? There's better to come. I'm just vibing with y'all today. Like I said, man, I'm just talking. I'm just talking because I'm just here to just talking to y'all, telling y'all what's really happening. Cause this is really going on. Like a lot of times, I'm telling you, we're so consumed by the frequency, we're so consumed by the energy, we're so consumed by the contaminant of this world and what's contained inside of us, that we can't see beyond. We can't. You can't see as far as you can't see beyond far as we see. As you can see, you go outside right now. You try to look from there. You look possible. You only gonna see as far as you can see, but that negates the fact there's still something down there. So I don't want you to get minds on what you can see. I want you to get minds on what God is sending to you. I want your minds on what God is sending. Send me everything that you want from me. God is inside. So I'm reaching up there because we going up with it. So God, send me everything. When you get it, it will come with no sorrow. It will come with no pain. It will come with no reluctance. Send down to me every half, with no resentment, and with no fear. But anything else that you get, you got to sacrifice something for. And that's why I love Christ. I don't have a religion. You see these in shirts coming soon. And I apologize because Pure News, she ordered one. I couldn't get it till I'm a hook up when I get done. A lot of y'all out there order, fix my website. Order. If you look at my you see I got all the every religion, main religion rather. I don't have the brand. It's in the religion. Stop allowing what. That's what I'm here today to tell y'all. What you see, and all that sage, you feel like you demons doing something. You got going in, understand, coming like a robbery. I was dirty anyway. In and out of that, you need to clean. At least dust a little crystals, because they want to harness that frequency. They want you to pick up. You know, maybe all you gotta do is believe. Sometimes when my phone is on, I have to. I gotta exist. I am. I'm happy. If you know, if you or to set you burner, or you know these things from this where I'm from, then that's what I will be. Us, the Latina, Houston in the building. Houston was happening. That's all I'm. I woke up the day. I mean, voodoo, the Hooders and Christianity, Judaism, Islam. I'm thinking about understanding. Make sure you can understand. It is nothing but a tool used to send out frequencies. And it's funny because The first three letters of frequency is FRE. The first three letters in free is FRE. So either you're going to be attached to a frequency or you're going to be free. Either you're going to be attached to the frequency or you're going to be free. I decide to be free. I'm going to decide to be free. Even if that means me not reaching the goals that society, even if that means me not doing the things that I was taught that I was supposed to be doing, even if that means me not being where I'm thinking I should be, I'm going to be free. I'm not going to allow myself to be contaminated by the frequency that told me I needed to be this by this age. I needed to have this. I need to pay for this. I need to have this money, this credit, this house. This. Yeah, I can't be tied into that, man. Because that's nothing but you attached to the frequency. Yeah, we want to be successful. Yeah, we want to walk in love. Yeah, we want to walk in knowledge and understanding. Yeah, we want to have money. Yeah, we want to help. Yeah, we want to give. But if you're basing your existence on that, you're attached to the frequency. I don't want to be attached to the frequency. I want to be free. Frequency. FREQUENCY. Free. FREE. What you want to be, attached to the frequency, or you want to be free? Or you want to be a freak? Some of y'all out there freaking out there. You're a freak. You sleep with anybody that you meet. Some of y'all out there freaky. I'd rather be free than a freak. But yeah, that's what we tapped in today. Then turn up, man, every day, man. I appreciate this topic because I know it's a sensitive topic. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about these topics, you know, and that's why I made sure I made a broad spectrum. I made sure it's broad, that I just didn't zoom in on crystals and beads. I zoomed in on, you know, rabbis, preachers, pastors, prophets, psychics, any of these people that's transferring frequencies to you. Please be careful when you're dealing with it, because if you don't know how to deal with it, if you don't know how to discern it, it can destroy you. Please be careful when you're wearing these crystals. Yeah, the Bible says, I showed y'all on the thing, the Bible God said he used crystals to build the kingdom of heaven, to do this, do that, do that. But please be careful when you're using these crystals, because these crystals harness energy. These crystals take energy, it gives energy and frequencies. And if you don't know what kind of energies or frequencies that you are around, they will become encompassed inside of that crystal, inside of that stone. And because you have possession of that crystal, what does it say? Like we say, you demon possessed, right? The word possess comes from the word possession. The word possess comes from the word possession. So when you possess this frequency container, when you can possess these beads or these crystals, and it's harnessing its energy, you will become possessed by that spirit that's inside of that bead or that frequency or that crystal. It said learning who you are can take a long time for some people, but it's definitely the key to everything. It's not even, to me, it's not even learning who you are, it's learning who you were created to be. Because some of us, and it's like what you said, but some of us learn who we are, but who we are that's something that was taught to us. That's why I say you can spend your whole life searching for something, searching for understanding. And you could be searching for who you are. But if who you are is somebody that you was taught to be, once you find it, you'll feel content. That's why I say some things that make you, like I keep telling y'all, because something make you happy, that don't mean that it's meant for you. Just because something is good don't mean it's God. Just because something is right don't mean it's righteous. Like all my life, I search for my purpose. I search for understanding. If something makes me feel good, something makes me feel like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be, our minds is automatically geared to believe this is where we're supposed to be, because we feel like this is where we're supposed to be, because we feel comfortable. But that doesn't mean we really supposed to be there just because we feel comfortable there. Because we were taught something different than what we supposed to understand. All our life we taught if it feels good, it's right. But that doesn't mean it's right just because it feels good. Remember, we were geared to determine what feel good and what don't feel good by what society standard told us what feeling good is. We were geared to feel, oh, this feels right for me, or this feels right to me. But you were geared to accept that. That's not something you went with. That's something you were programmed to be geared to accept. So just because it feels right for you, that don't mean it's right. And just because it feels like it's truth to you, that don't mean it's true. So for me, I stopped tapping into the frequencies as of this morning. As of this morning, I'm no longer tapped into the frequency. I want to be free instead. As of this morning, I'm going to start worrying. I'm going to start complaining when somebody I'm relying on don't answer the phone. I'm going to stop tripping. From this moment on, when that money don't look right, I'm going to keep applying for jobs till I find me a job that's going to pay me. I'm not going to be tapped into the frequencies of being a loser, the frequency of this world standard. I'm not going to be sitting around here worrying about. I'm not going to be sitting here looking for Miss Right. I'm looking for Miss Righteous. Whoever is going to take me to where I'm supposed to be, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the person that makes me feel good, because me feeling good on what I've been trained to. I do not want what makes me feel good. I rather what makes me feel God. Because this is what I'm trying to tell you. I don't want to keep trying to be the B. I don't want to feel good. I want to run the right chance to feel God. That I don't want to be a hoe. I want to feel holy. I want to be holy. Some of y'all listening to this, please repeat this after me. Say, I repeat that after me, y'all. So no longer want to be a hoe. I want to be holy. Some of y'all need to say that about 4 times. But I'm just saying, I don't want to feel good. I want to feel God. So y'all hear about 4 or 5 times right now. And like I say, that's gonna hit different. It's gonna hit different because society taught you, hey, if you feel good, it's right. It feel bad, but it might be God in that. Like this might tap into the frequency rather than this might not feel good to me, but it don't feel good to you because it don't feel good in this love. If you ever that way. Hey, be love, I for the spirit. And then my spirit, I feel like, but I'm saying it for me. I don't know no longer. It's like when you start eating healthy, this food has a lot of sodium in it, so it's not all healthy. It really tastes some of that food. A lot of vegan food. World, in reality, they're really bad. So if you grew up now, but it's good for you, but fast food, I'd be like, well, you know, to tell us what's good and what's bad. So we just, but it's the same stuff I used to like. Probably what they're gonna that will be that like a woman wants you to let you more did a past attracted to. So anybody who know me, I'm recovery of good. Like I ain't so some women don't like that to me. You know what I mean? Stand like stop trying to feel good and start feeling God. And it's like, and that's what we do, man. We gonna come rid of everything, that energy. So in your house today, go to your house today, or go inside your off all, rip off the beads on your neck, throw it, anything in your life that's causing you to trust in that thing. Then, if you know how to deal with the good and the bad that it brings, and you understand that it's get rid of that stuff today. I challenge you today. Get rid of that. My cousin to go script. Never give them hell like I won't. It's that shoot them up, bang bang. We sacrifice a go, shoot them up, name of sacrifice. 20 years for real love. Money sign King 7870. And you do, but every donation that I get, it goes towards. I'm making a new movie called Melody from Heaven that shows the good and evil side of the music industry. So everything I get, all the money I'm getting, go towards producing movies just for the young people, just for people. The same thing I'm talking about is gonna be displayed in these movies. Religion Films is my production company, and anybody want to give a donation, like I said, money sign King 7870. And I speak from a place of understanding. I speak in a place of truth. Like no story Brittany, who that is, Brittany Shea, was story I'm giving you is fabricated or made up. No story I'm giving you. I had a partner of mine, like my little brother, like a road dog of mine. This man went to live with a voodoo priest. Man draped up, started getting money, started getting things, but then his spirit started changing. From what I understood, hey Linda, I appreciate the blessing. Linda, appreciate the blessing. I appreciate that. I appreciate that blessing. John, I appreciate it. James, I appreciate it. Javon, I appreciate it, man. Blessing, man, for real. I thank y'all for the love. He man, the man turned into an alternate lifestyle person. Listen to me. The man got draped up, sacrificed goats, chickens. The man that turned into an alternate lifestyle person. And my film, Brittany Shea, my film company is Religion Film. See, Religion Film. Okay, we got Broward in the building. And I'm from Miami, so you already know how we rocking. Religion Films. My Instagram, I'm setting it back up, but it's religion_films with a Z on it. When y'all go there, y'all gonna see some of my boba content. Cause I used to have a boba t-shirt. I mean, a boba company last year. But my partner, he was foul and flaky. If you see Agape Boba Tea, that used to be the business that we started. But he was flaky and dishonest, so I had to remove myself. But yeah, so I'm just here today to tell y'all, stop tapping in the crystals, stop tapping in the beads, stop harnessing things that's harnessing energy. Get rid of these crystals, get rid of these voodoo beads, get rid of these waste beads, get rid of these tarot cards, stop calling psychics, stop calling prophets, stop calling pastors, stop calling priests, stop allowing people to speak frequencies into your life, and understand clearly that the Sage is opening up portals into your life that's bringing in demons and letting out demons. Stop relying on these things. Start relying on God inside of you to bring you what you need. Stop trying to manifest things in your life, because your manifestations that you believe is manifestations are nothing but telepathically taught thoughts and frequencies given by the world to you to want and to desire. The only thing you want in life is what you've been taught that you should have. So stop allowing your mind, stop allowing your own thoughts to determine your outcome of your life, and start allowing the God frequency to control your life. That's what we're talking about today. So if we got any other questions, y'all let me know. Like I said, I got a movie, Melodies from Heaven, I'm working on. I had somebody I was working with trying to put it together, but this movie will be finished and will be done because God is showing me how to, it's time to expose the darkness, time to show what's going on. And God that's why I'm telling y'all, stop relying on people. Stop relying on people, because when you rely on people and when you rely on sage or rely on beads and crystals, if you don't have that thing, it won't operate for you. So instead of you relying on somebody, start relying on God. God gave you a thought. God gave you a vision. God gave you a purpose. God gave you a plan. Trust and believe God will sort it all out for you. Stop allowing your thoughts and your mind and your anxieties and your fear to control the outcome of your life, and start allowing God to control it. And that's why I'm here today to tell y'all, man. Tune in, turn up. Every Sunday I'm here, man. Make sure y'all tap in with me every Sunday, 10 to 11:30, 10 to 12. Y'all got any questions for me? If ain't no questions, I'm out of here today. Send love, blessing, peace, and everybody out there in this world today. Everybody who focused, everybody who tied in and tapped in and locked in. I appreciate everybody for showing love and support. And keep showing love and support. Share the live, share my page, share the YouTube, and let's get the word out there. When the movie drop, Melodies from Heaven, make sure y'all share that. Make sure y'all see it. Y'all go to my YouTube right now. Y'all can watch a movie called Delicious. It's called Delicious. Type in on YouTube, Delicious short film by SCAR. Delicious short film by SCAR. Y'all watch that film right there. And we got many more to come. So we praise God for the blessings and love. Until next week, every Sunday, remember, I challenge y'all this week. Throw away all your crystals. Throw away all your beads. Throw away all the crosses. Throw away everything that you hold in sage, tarot cards. Throw it all away. If you believing in it, if you trusting in it, give you the thing, I want you to throw it all away until you understand how to deal with it. And that's my challenge. Evil eye, hands my hand, get rid of everything. And let God enter. Let that exit and let God enter. All right? So tune in, turn up every Sunday. We in there.